Welcome back to today's story. Elias sat hunched over his ancient writing desk. The dim glow of a single oil lamp illuminating his face. Around him, the small room, his Havenwood apartment, was overflowing with manuscripts, each one a testament to his unwavering dedication. Another rejection, he sighed, crumpling the letter from Aurum Press in his hand and tossing it onto the growing pile. He ran a hand through his already disheveled hair. He thought, is there no one who appreciates my worlds, my stories, or the heart I pour into them? He looked at the framed picture of his late grandmother, who had always encouraged his passion. He rose, his joints protesting with a creak, and walked to the window. Below him, Havenwood, a town nestled beside the whispering redwood forest, slept peacefully. The moon cast long shadows across the cobblestone streets. He took a deep breath, the scent of pine needles filling his lungs. "No," Elias muttered, "I will not be defeated. My stories, they matter. They just need the right cartographer, to map them to the right audience." He decided, I'll try again. Another publisher, and a new story, a fresh start. The next morning, Elias found himself at the Inkwell, Havenwood's only bookstore and coffee shop, owned by the ever-optimistic Beatrice Bellwether. "Morning, Elias," Beatrice chirped, her voice as bright as the sunshine filtering through the shop's large windows. "The usual black coffee?" Elias nodded, offering a weary smile. "And perhaps," Beatrice added, sliding a plate of freshly baked scones across the counter, "a little something sweet to lift your spirits. I sensed, a cloud of despair clinging to you." Elias chuckled, taking a scone. "You always know, don't you, Beatrice?" he said. Then explained to Beatrice, "Another rejection. It feels like they're all saying the same thing. Too fantastical, not marketable. Stick to reality, Elias." Beatrice placed a hand on his arm, her touch surprisingly firm. "Reality is what you make it, Elias," she said, her eyes sparkling. "Your stories are unique, vibrant and full of wonder. Don't let their small minds dim your light." Inspired by Beatrice's words, Elias returned home and began a new story, this time set in the shimmering city of Aethoria, a place where dreams materialized and wishes took flight. He focused on the character of Lyra, a young woman burdened with a forgotten prophecy and her quest to restore balance to her world. As he wrote, the words flowed from him like a river, his imagination soaring to new heights. Elias thought, this is it, my best yet. Weeks later, the completed manuscript, titled Lyra and the Whispering Stars, was ready. With a renewed sense of hope, Elias submitted it to Celestial Literary Agency, a firm known for representing authors of fantasy and science fiction. He tried, to not get his hopes up too high. But he felt, inside, that this could be different. Days turned into weeks, and the silence from Celestial Literary Agency was deafening. Story. Doubt began to creep back into Elias's mind. One afternoon, while wandering through the redwood forest, he stumbled upon a hidden clearing. A weathered wooden bench sat beneath the shade of an ancient tree. He sat down, feeling the weight of disappointment pressing down on him. Elias thought, was Beatrice wrong? Is it all just a waste of time? Suddenly, a voice startled him. Lost, are we? An elderly woman, her face etched with wrinkles and wisdom, stood before him, leaning on a gnarled walking stick. Esmeralda, she introduced herself, offering a warm smile. I often find solace in this clearing. Tell me, young man, what troubles your heart? Reluctantly, Elias shared his struggles, his rejections, and his dwindling hope. Esmeralda listened patiently, her eyes twinkling. When he finished, she chuckled softly. Rejection, is merely a redirection. The universe, it guides us in mysterious ways. Your stories, they are like seeds. Some fall on barren ground, but others, they find fertile soil. Never stop planting, young Elias. She paused and added, be patient, and don't lose hope. The very next day, an email arrived from Celestial Literary Agency. Ilara Vance, a senior agent, wanted to meet Elias. She wrote, your manuscript, Lyra and the Whispering Stars, captured our attention from the first page. We believe, it has the potential to resonate with a wide audience. We would like to represent you. Elias's heart leaped with joy. Within months, Lyra and the Whispering Stars was published and became an instant bestseller. Readers were captivated by Lyra's journey and the enchanting world of Euphoria. Elias, once a struggling writer, was now a celebrated author. He received letters from readers thanking him for bringing his fantastical world to life. Elias read the letters, smiling, thinking, they finally understand. They get it. One evening, Elias returned to the hidden clearing in the redwood forest. He found Esmeralda sitting on the wooden bench, watching the sunset. I knew you would find your way, young Elias, she said, her voice as gentle as the rustling leaves. Your stories, they were meant to be shared. Elias smiled, his heart filled with gratitude. Thank you, Esmeralda, he said, for reminding me to never stop planting. Elias continued to write, his stories now reaching readers around the globe. He never forgot the rejections, the doubts, or the kindness of Beatrice and Esmeralda. He knew that every writer, faced their own unique set of challenges. But with perseverance, belief in oneself, and a little help along the way, even the most improbable dreams could bloom. And so, the Cartographer of Lost Dreams finally mapped his way to success, proving that imagination, could conquer all. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story.